Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Let Courage Be Your Guide, the podcast, a program where we challenge, reflect, and deconstruct the fears we face in the workplace or throughout our professional career, all while redefining what it means to be courageous. I am your host, Avery Jackman, and thank you for joining me. This week, we are going to be tackling the fear of self-presentation. Now, as children, one of the many but most important lessons you learn from your teachers, parents, or friends is to be yourself. Two simple words that may sound easy, but over time become the greatest challenge some of us face throughout our lifetime. While written in a different context, Hamlet's "to be or not to be" soliloquy written by Shakespeare resonates with today's topic, because as the monologue states, that is the question. You see, we ask a lot of ourselves when it comes to our public image. And in those moments where we find ourselves stepping outside of our comfort zone, we are actually practicing courage. Now, for a moment, I want you to think of any of these self-conversations or internal monologues and see if they sound familiar. Okay. To be honest about my capacity today because my mental health is not at its best, or to lie and fight through it. To be real about my emotions and true feelings, or to compartmentalize and come back to them when I know it's safe and I won't be judged or stereotyped. To be brave enough to wear the outfit that matches my gender identity, or to settle and lean into the hegemony of heteronormativity and gender presentation. To be proud and wear my natural hairstyle today, or to not wear it out because you don't want to deal with the questions or inappropriate touching or the potential reprimand of not aligning with the racist undertones of professionalism. You see, these examples of internalized questioning all have one emotion in common: fear. Not to be mistaken with lack of confidence or self-esteem, but rather proof that systemic inequities such as racism, ableism, homophobia, and transphobia exist and have real-life consequences that affect our everyday lives. People of color and members of the queer community must think twice before entering certain spaces because our safety is at question. For example, Black folks whose bodies have been policed in more ways than one, our hair for decades has been stamped with stereotypes that our natural hair is not appropriate or professional due to white supremacy and colonial ideas. Through advertisements that use language like defining straight hair as sleek and sexy, and curly hair as a mess or disorganized. Or just blatant hair discrimination that has resulted in Black folk getting fired, threatened, or removed. It can take a lot of courage to simply rock an afro. So to be courageous simply means to be yourself unapologetically. It's a notion to the world that you are choosing to step out of societal expectations that limit your potential and soar into untouched territory. It's not easy, and I know, speaking from personal experience, I am still on that journey. However, taking that first step is the most powerful one of all. So, here's some advice for the next time you find yourself questioning to be or not to be yourself. Remind yourself that your identity is not debatable, and what you bring to the table is extraordinary. Remind yourself that there is no one else like you, and it's because people like you that the world continues to move forward. You are the game changer and a revolutionary. You are making your ancestors proud and living out a dream they never thought would be possible. And as always, start small. Incremental shifts toward more courageous habits solidify a victory in the future. So to take away, I want you to write down this Audre Lorde quote that one of my colleagues uses to stand in their strength and power. As it states, "When I dare to be powerful, I use my strength in the service of my vision. Then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." So I leave you with this. The next time you enter a workspace that says to leave your problems or self at the door, remember, you are you wherever you go. And to deny self is to deny prosperity and growth. Until next time, I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.